Hey everyone, this is going to be your daily reading for January 10th, Friday. Is it Friday? Pretty sure it's Friday, it's something like that. But definitely January 10th. I hope you guys have been enjoying this week. Thanks again for coming back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button, I would totally appreciate it. Let's get into today's reading, because I feel like we're going to cover a lot of things today. So, first things first. Lunar aspects. Oh, good lord, our moon is busy today. There's actually a couple aspects the moon makes that I kind of want to touch upon. The first two are great. Not saying the other ones are bad, I'm just saying. First two, let me just make sure I got them right. Yep. So, first two aspects, the moon makes two sextiles, one to Saturn as well as one to Mercury. So these two are actually really great together. So this sextile to Mercury is going to make communication easier. This is going to be great. Actually, both are great for business. But essentially, this sextile to Mercury, communication is easier. It's easier for you to get your message across, find those right connections, build really good connections. Everything just flows very easily. Same with Saturn. So normally Saturn is our taskmaster. It's the planet of restrictions, boundaries, all that kind of stuff. Here, with this aspect, Saturn can actually bring a lot of growth and a lot of benefit when you accept your responsibilities. Like when you kind of own up to, like, okay, this is the task at hand, like I need to start putting in some work, or I need to accomplish da-da-da, or like this is the goal, I need to get my hands dirty and start working towards it. Once that has been accepted and you act on it, this Saturn trine helps to support that and bring in effort, or bring in rewards for your effort. So those two go very well in that. So you're making the right connections, and as long as you're committing to responsibilities and taking on the right tasks, they will work very well for you. We also have two other aspects. We have a square to Jupiter, which isn't too bad, but squares always require some action. It's kind of like a little stop sign. Like it's something that we need to take care of and bring focus to. This square to Jupiter, so Jupiter is still a benefic planet, but it just kind of makes things hard. Like life just feels hard when you have a square to Jupiter. It can sometimes make you a little depressed. That is the thing. And then we also have the moon in conjunction with Neptune today. Essentially that kind of makes it easy for us to drift into this fantasy world, and you know, it ups psychic abilities, it ups, fantasies, it ups imagination, all these kind of things. That too is something that you definitely kind of want to keep an eye on, because you don't want to like lose the reality of the situation and kind of just walk around and live in a la dreamland. Especially with this, possible like depressing kind of energy we're getting from this square. So if you start living in this fantasy land and then reality hits you that, oh, by the way, you're not living that life, you're living this life. So definitely something to keep in check. Like those two, I think we just need to be aware of and focus on, and know that that's just a thing, and be willing to kind of roll with it, and take what we can and learn from the rest. But lean on Saturn and Mercury, this communication. Both of those aspects really good for business. So I feel like business is going to be kind of working out or finding some footing, but maybe on the personal front, internally we might be feeling a certain way. Don't let those feelings mess with you. I wanted to get those out of the way because our rune for today is Hagalaz, which blessing and a curse when you see this. So Hagalaz, I always think of like the Tower card in tarot. This usually speaks to stepping out of your comfort zone, having to tolerate some type of disruption or discomfort. For now, it'll lead somewhere in the long run, but for now, in the immediate, it feels a little uncomfortable. You're being pushed in a direction you kind of don't want to go or don't enjoy going. Sorry, hello, crystal rolling around, and I was like, wait, get back to it. It was bothering me. What was I saying? Yes, Hagalaz. So yeah, so it speaks to kind of having to go through or work through some type of challenge, some opportunity, that isn't going to be the easiest, isn't going to feel super great and wonderful, but in the long run, it will lead to growth. Right now, it's just going to feel a little icky, which again, especially with that Jupiter square, yeah, it's kind of going to be a thing. Doesn't mean you're not strong enough to get through it. Doesn't mean you can't do it. Doesn't mean it's going to be horrible. You know, you're just going to have to lean in a little bit. Especially like with what I was saying about that sextile with Saturn. You know, it does bring rewards if you can kind of tell yourself, you know what, this is what needs to happen. So you know what, I got this. I can do this. I can make this happen. All right. So for our oracle deck today, I don't think I've used these in a reading on camera yet, but this is the Work Your Life Oracle deck. You know, I love the style of these cards, and if you know me, I'm going through like a rose phase, and there's roses on the back of it. Like, I'm just all about my roses right now. Actually, I feel like this one will cut. Let me shuffle one more time. Maybe we'll get one more. Let's get two, because I feel like it. Yeah, we're going to take three. Boom. This deck is all about kind of harnessing your own personal energy. Oh, why do I get super tower vibes off of this card? Oh, we're going through it, babies. All right. So we got the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Feel like something is trying to fall away, or something's trying to break down so we can rebuild it. Then we've got the leap card. Look at that lovely full moon going on in this card. Prompt reads, you go first, the universe will catch you. Very leap of faith. I love how we've got the tower here, then we've got the fool here. Look, like she leapt off the cliff back there. And then answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Beautiful. And even the way I had them lined up, it's almost like you hear your calling, you commit and jump off the cliff, whatever isn't aligned is going to be destroyed. It's almost like, I almost feel like you're jumping off the cliff before the lightning bolt hits and like breaks this like ruined gateway down. Like it's like you were standing right here until you jumped off, and then the universe just like knocked all of that over. I'm going to read these from the deck, because usually it has, or from the book, usually it has some little extra insight. We'll do answer the call first. Here we are. Oh, she's kind of long. All right. Your guidance is divinely guided. You are being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary, it might not make sense, but if you trust your soul's yearnings, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering your soul's calling is not a one-time thing, rather a lifelong dance. Deep down, you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for. Whatever you are called to do, that is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes. Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take the first step. But intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the call of your soul, and that's why most people don't do it. But you are not most people. Oh, I totally agree. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is for our soul's growth. I totally agree. The past couple months, really, our daily readings have been all about aligning and making commitment and, leaving the old us behind and committing to our passions and our callings. So this makes perfect sense. Absolutely perfect sense. Let me look at leap. Where are we at? Leap. There we are. Life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap, to throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you are being called to leap toward or away from, but are scared to make the move. Or maybe perhaps you are waiting for a big fat sign or instruction manual, permission to do so. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. Oh, yes. I feel like for a lot of us, because we talked a lot about this, I want to say back in like October, November, this, making this leap, to making that choice, changing your path. So I feel a lot of us who, or at least a lot of the people I channel for who watch my videos, a lot of us made that choice. the choice has been made already. So we've made that switch. And I can kind of speak from personal experience as well, like with what's going on in my life outside of this. Um, it is kind of time to like act, you know. It's not about, okay, so I left this thing behind and now I'm ready for the new thing to start. What is it? You know, like, you don't have to wait for the plan, for the strategy guide to like come in the mail and be like, oh, that's what I do. Okay, let me go do that. Like, it's kind of at the point, like, let's just do. Let's start putting some effort into things. Let's start making some things happen. Let's start rolling some balls and see where they go. Like, to me, I'm just getting this, like, do kind of thought. Like, just do, like, do the thing. Do something. Do anything. Like, just do. I almost want to say it almost doesn't matter. Like, yes, you're going to do something that's aligned with, you know, the choice you made. You wanted to do, you know, if you wanted to work in a different field, great. Go apply somewhere else. Or go start working at another place. You know, it may not be the place, but go start at a place. You know, it'll give you the motivation and the, like, strength to get that. It gives you that momentum, and once you're there, you know, it may lead to another opportunity. It may grow into, you know, the desired outcome. Like, it's just, right now it's about moving, just starting, getting it going. And last but not least, the crumbling. Where are you? Oh, where is it? So, you know, the book here isn't in, like, alpha order, so I kind of have to, like, scan around. Found you. Hello. Here we are. The crumbling. There is a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. It's happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and to society as a whole, so you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. When you're in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Have faith, because the difficult times will be your defining moments. You will be reborn in the fire. You are being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur. It may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirthing will occur. What are you trying to hold together? What are you doing your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend everything is okay? So, big thing. You do have what it takes to make it through this crumbling, to make it through this destruction. You truly do. Because you're capable of making this jump. There's just a fear and a hesitation that keeps you from doing it. Whether it's fear of losing whatever this is, it's the fear of living up to this expectation, whatever that hesitation, whatever that resistance is, that resistance is going to keep you stuck. You know, we need to lean in, and I say we because it's all of us, really. We need to lean into this energy. We need to lean into whatever this discomfort is. You know, maybe it sucks you have to, like, take that part-time job to make ends meet. Maybe it sucks you have to, like, be nice to that person that you really don't want to be nice to. You know, whatever that discomfort is. I have to have this conversation with this person that I don't want to have. You know, whatever that is. Lean into it right now. Honestly, like, lean into it. Alright. This is the Apokalypsis Tarot that I'm going to get our spread from. If the tower comes up, I am going to flip my lid. Whoop. Nope, we're not going to take that. I say that and they were like, try me. I feel like it's going to fling the tower card at me now. You're like, oh, you don't want the tower card? Here, let me show you. Alright, Seven of Pentacles, waiting. I think that's really like the setup, all the work we did. Like I said, we made that decision, we made the initial commitment. Oh, got lots of things coming up. So that has been done. So the pre-work has been done. All of that has been set already. But now we have to start acting out. Now we have to start initiating things. And look, we got the Chariot, success, forward movement. So we are heading in the right direction. We need to just do it. Like, we just need to get on the path and move. And we will be guided to success. Hermit card. Listen to intuition. Listen to your guides. Like I said, you are going to be guided. You are going to be guided. And look at that. Death card, rebirth. Talked about it earlier. Could also be Scorpio energy. Could be Virgo energy. Could be Cancer energy. Could be working with any of these people. Or that could be you, depending on your signs. But this death card, even when we were talking about our oracle cards, it talked about being reborn when we talked about the crumbling. So there is a personal rebirth. Finding this strength and this will inside of you that right now I don't think you know it's in there, or don't expect it to be in there. And I say that also because look, bottom of the deck right now is the Strength card. It's there. You got the Princess of Wands, initial spark, leaning to this inspiration, leaning on this desire, this drive, and boom, Ace of Wands. So Princess of Wands in possession of the Ace of Wands. This is us starting and committing to this new venture and we're taking baby steps. Oh, look at that. Bottom, or not bottom of the deck, last card out, the Fool. The Fool. I feel like even this full moon that's in this card is almost significant. I feel like this, because we just had the new moon not too long ago. Full moon is in, oh, what is it? I want to say it's on the 20th? Yes, 20th. So 10 days from now, 10 also a number of completion. I mean, hello, hi, how's that going? But literally, I think now's the moment that new things start happening and the new shift starts happening. And I don't necessarily think physically you're going to see things. I mean, obviously, especially if this is work and you're starting a new job, then yes, you'll definitely see something new there. But I think this leap is internal. Like, this leap is it's starting to, like, okay, I know this has to happen. I know this needs to be done. You know, I'm going to get off my ass and do it. I'm just going to get off my ass and start making things happen and start saying yes to things and leaning into things and making stuff happen and just taking those chances. Like, that's what this is. So it may not necessarily be something as physical as taking the new job or whatever, but there is definitely a beginning starting, and it's starting because of your actions. What are you doing? So with this Chariot, you know, it's like you're climbing into the chariot and you need to, like, crack the whip to get the horses going. You know, right now it's almost like we're sitting on the bleacher looking at the chariot. We're like, oh great, I'm headed towards success. This is perfect. And then the Nike behind you, the angel behind, is like, could you get on the chariot though? Like, yes, this chariot's here to take you to your success, but you're never gonna get there if you don't get aboard. Like, get on board, baby. Like, I feel like that's kind of what's happening. Like, even may literally be what's happening. Your angels may literally be next to you, be like, are you gonna do anything? We set this all up for you. You asked for it and you're ready for it. You want it, so go do it. Go. Like I literally feel like that's what's happening. Like, and I want to bring up the moon again because I know that she's holding a drum, but like right now, like that's giving me also full moon vibes. Like, I think this moon is going to be part of this rebirth. It's going to be part of this death card. Like, I feel like this energy is going to carry on for the next 10 days up until the new moon. But, you know, 10 is a number of completion. Full moon is all about ending cycles. Death card is the end of a cycle, being reborn anew. You know, and then we've got new beginnings twice. Like, we have the Fool essentially twice right now. And we talked about the Strength card underneath. Underneath that is Star, being optimistic, being hopeful, excited about the future, holding the best idea in your head. Underneath that, you've got two 10s, 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands, laying the burden down. Laying the burden down, and the worst is over. That, like I said, the decision has been made. That was the hard part. But now we have to do some physical work. Like, now we actually have to be engaged in it. But the hard part is over, and I feel like this 10 of Wands is the resistance. If this is resonating, I want to say that the past couple, who knows, month, weeks, who knows, like your recent past has probably felt kind of like this. Like, you're kind of like, God, this is hard. Like, not necessarily that this is hard, but like, I wanted to do the things and I don't see it. Like, why do I feel like I'm so struggling? I feel like that a lot of that is from the resistance. And I want to say it's because there's nothing necessarily physical manifested yet. It doesn't mean it's not coming. It doesn't mean it's not going to be here, because it is. But I feel like for now you need to lean on your faith, because it's not going to be here just yet, but it is coming. It has your name on it. Again, this is taking you straight to your victory, straight to your success. But literally, it's almost like we're sitting on the sidelines looking at the chariot when we need to get on board so we can start moving. But yes, so I'm sorry to say this. I do think for a lot of us, it's going to be a little uncomfortable for a bit. But honestly, I think this discomfort is only coming in the beginning, because it's like starting, you know, we were moving in one direction for so long. You know, 2 months ago we made the decision to switch that and change it and jump onto a new path. Now we're on the new path, and it's the right one, it's a great one, it's something we're excited about, but we haven't started walking down it yet, because we know it's challenging. You know, we know that we've made choices that are, you know, we're kind of beginning anew. It's a new path. Maybe we don't know the terrain. Maybe, you know, we don't know if we brought the right equipment. But we're never going to know that until we actually start moving. And I feel a lot of the challenge is just the resistance. It's just the fear of, can I live up to this? Can I make this happen? Am I capable? You are capable. You're capable, and like I said, you're being guided. Like your angels are literally pulling you along. Like they are going to be there right next to you, with you along the way. Not something that you need to worry about, but you do need to start. Like you need to get that ball rolling. So I want to say, like, know that you're strong enough, and let this ideal outcome, let this vision guide you. Hold this in your mind, and know that physically you are capable, mentally you're smart enough. You can do this. And I think a lot of this you know, struggle is to pull this out of you, because I think for a lot of us, and I'm speaking to myself included, I feel like some of us don't know how capable we are yet. Like more so than we think we are. And I say that because there's, again, the bottom of the deck, what we had the 2 tens and the 2 majors. Out of the 7 cards I have, 4 of them are majors, 1 of them is an ace. Like this is significant stuff. These are fated. Like this is universal energy we're talking about. Like these are things that are meant to happen. They're part of the path. They're part of the story. So you have been set up. With the 7 of Pentacles, this is about the work being done, and we're hanging on for the abundance. But we are prepared. We have done the work to be prepared to make this work happen. So, and again, with that, I talked about the sextile, especially Mercury and the Saturn one. If you can lean in and accept responsibility for the role you need to play now, Saturn is going to start bringing you benefits. With that Mercury is going to bring you the connections and make that conversation really easy. So if you can lean in and take responsibility for what actions you should be taking now, the proper opportunities will show up and you'll align with effortlessly. Alright? But don't lean into this, life is hard, oh, why isn't it like this? I wish it was like that. I've wanted it to be like this and it's not. I thought if I did this, this would happen. Like, don't let that bog you down. Because you do have some serious work to do now. So don't let the hang on to this star energy. Hang on to that positivity and that optimism and that hope. Hope for sure. Alright, otherwise I'm going to wrap it up here, otherwise I'll be talking for another half an hour. But yes, now's the time to get up. Stand up, baby. Like, stand up and make some stuff happen. Alright, I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one and lean into this discomfort. I love you guys. As always, I'd love to hear from you if you have anything to share. Hit me up in the comment section. You can DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. If you want to book a private reading with me, you can reach out on my personal email. You could DM me as well. Not opposed to that. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel grow and helps me reach more people and grow our wonderful community. I have some new subscribers that signed on and were leaving comments. I love you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that so much, and I love to hear from you guys. With that said, yes, I will let you guys go. Have a great day. I love you. And again, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.